Welcome to the channel again today, friends. Well, today on desk we have a HP. This is a laptop 15. Last time I reviewed a laptop 17. uh, this one we're dealing with a laptop 15, and the last one I believe was an i5. This is actually an i3. However, there is a market for this, and you'll be surprised that this may just be the machine you need. So first off, this is the 15-FD0040CA, but there's many variant of this. This may come as something else where you're from. I'll tell you right off that this is around the 450 USD value, or in terms of cost. That's where you are. So in any way, I'm just gonna get right in it, unbox this, do a quick overview, and then discuss who is this for. Okay, so let's flip it open. It's brand new. Cut away from you. You don't want to cut to yourself. Okay. Now, very similar to the 17 in terms of the design. The package, identical package. Of course, this is a bigger footprint because this is this is smaller footprint compared to the 17. Okay, so that's your important product information. And then it comes in a nice little package. Of course, this is going to tell you how you register and all that information about it. So you can put that aside for now. Yeah, put your packaging material aside. I say we grab the AC adapter. I think it's going to be those small form factor, which I like. If it gets the job done, you don't need a large AC adapters. So again, small one, 45 watt. There you go. And of course we've got the quick start guide and the warranty information that was in there. So first off, I'm looking at it, and the first thing I'm feeling it doesn't feel like it's a heavy machine. It's not. Its actually weight is about 2 kg, so we're looking at about 3.5 pounds. So this makes it a very portable machine. Aesthetic wise, it's a clean natural silver with a matte finish. It's got the HP logo, bezel and trim. On this, let's take a look. Let's open it up. Decent flex, decent resistance. This is nice for a budget focus, a value laptop. Take that off. And as I said, this is the Intel iCore, and it's your i3 on this one. Keyboard layout, yeah, full size keyboard and nicely done with your numeric pad. This is ideal for productivity and for data entry right here. Touchpad, nice and big. Camera, webcam, it's your standard multi-touch. Touchpad and your camera, your webcam's got privacy shutter, so that's good. Of course, you're not going to be opening this with a single hand, so not a deal breaker in any way. So nice. So let's take a look at the ports. Let's see what we've got on ports for this. Okay, so if we're on the left side, going from left to right, we have a USB-A, we have HDMI, and we have USB-C. And it doesn't show that it's for charging. It's just for reading your USB-C devices. And you got your port for your jack for audio. Flip around to the front, there's nothing there. Flip around to the side, you've got another USB-A and your charging port. Okay, nothing to the back. On the bottom, you've got fair amount of grill, speaker output left and right. It's got padded. Most of the HP laptops are like this. A lot of times if you're ever dismantling these, very often you would find there screws underneath these. But be careful about just dismantling these, because the reason why some of these are secure like this is just so they can know if you've been in it. If it's under warranty, anything goes wrong, you want to take it to an authorized service provider or whoever HP said you should take it to. Okay, so this is a nice machine, right? Not a bad machine at all. So let me go over the actual technical specs on this. This processor, as I said, it's an i3. It's actually a 13 gen, and it's an Intel Core i3 13. So it's a 1315U. It's got 6 cores, 8-thread CPU with up to 4.5 gigahertz turbo boots. Yeah. From memory, it's a single slot 8 gigabyte DDR4, and that's a 3200 megahertz RAM. So that's basically a 1x8 on it. For storage, this one comes with a 512 gigabyte, and this is PCIe, so that's fast NVMe SSD for you. So you will have fast boot up, and for app loading, that will be fast. Display on this, we're looking at a 15.6, and in terms of 15.6, and it's full HD, right? It's a 1920 by 1080, and it's IPS panel, and very nice on this. As I told you, there are some surprises. This is gonna give you 300 nits of brightness, right? And that's pretty decent. You have a lot of budget machines that are coming in at 250 nits, and what that means basically is that when you take those machines outside, 200, 250, and you're trying to view it in daylight, you're gonna struggle with seeing the screen. With 300 nits of brightness, you're gonna be able to see this fairly decent in the daylight. Graphic on this, of course, this is integrated. It's not dedicated graphic on this. The graphic card is a built-in Intel UHD graphics. So again, in the middle of your line for a portable device, it's okay to get some things done. You're not going to be crunching or doing any great video editing, but yes, you can do a lot of stuff with this machine, right? Pros on this machine, I would say it's lightweight, it's portable. Yes, it comes in at 3.5 pounds. That's about 2 kg on this. I like that it's got the numeric separate keypad. This is going to be good for everyday task with the Intel i3 1300 CPU, right? Full HD IPS display and very good brightness. SSD based storage, that's fast, startup, and responsiveness. Those are pros, right? Can't argue that. That's good for a budget machine. For cons, yeah, we're now going to struggle with a single channel 8 gigabyte RAM. So this may limit the heavy multiple tasking on this. No, we don't have any discrete GPU. It's built in. What you get is what you get. But this is suitable. This is suitable for browsing, for school, for for office work, your regular office work. It's got a nice built quality feel. It's budget oriented, yes, but it's not. It doesn't feel like it's falling apart. Not too much flex on it. So this is good. It's got a nice feel to it for a budget machine. I wouldn't complain about that for what you're paying for this, right? Again, it's mostly plastic component. That is definitely what you're getting for this machine. So just to do a quick summary, display is 15.6 IPS, 200 nits of brightness, Intel Core i3 for CPU, memory 8 GB, 512 NVMe SSD. Ports, you got wireless, which I didn't talk about before. This is a Wi-Fi 6 with Bluetooth. Yes, you've got HDMI and you got a USB-A, and then there's a USB-C on that. Battery life, that's pretty important, and should have noted that before. Battery life on this, you're looking at up to 9+ hours. Of course, always depending on what you're doing, but anything for 9+ hours, that's good. This is definitely a everyday productivity machine for streaming, for student, home office. That's great. So I mentioned student. Yeah, great for note taking. You got Microsoft Office, Google Docs, streaming video content, lightweight, light web design you can get away with on this. Remember, it's an i3. You can do some basic photo editing, and yeah, it's lightweight. It's easy to carry in your backpack, and then you've got pretty much a full day worth of charge on this machine. For student, excellent. For home users, great day-to-day tasks. It's great for stuff like web browsing, email, video call, online shopping, banking, your social media, watching your Netflix, YouTube in HD. So that's good. And don't forget, even office users, this is good for remote workers. So good for your viewing and creating spreadsheet report for Zoom call. You got your nice camera there. Managing documents for cloud storage, Google Drive, your OneDrive, running accounting software, or even for small business, other small business tools. And finally, if you are a budget buyer, then this is going to be an excellent choice, because you're looking for under a reliable in terms of the design, and it comes with a 1-year warranty, under $500. Fairly good storage, recent 13th gen Intel i3. So value, you're getting good value without a lot of bloat. And then there's a room for upgrading your RAM later. Now, who is this not good for? To me, definitely this is not good for gamers. There's no dedicated GPU. If you're an intense creative professional, there's a limit to the color accuracy on this, and then the 8 GB of RAM by far is not going to be enough. If you're doing heavy multitasking or video editing, due to the single RAM stick and the basic graphic, that's going to be a no-no. So in summary, students, at home professional needs a dependable machine, a dependable laptop with a nice bright screen, fast SSD, and modern connectivity option. You've got this all covered here. And again, we're looking at him under $450. There are different step up to this. So if you're looking for to pay, say, about 500 USD, 550. Then there are other models out there within the same line. You know, you can step it up, and you could get for $500 more, sorry, $100 more, or even less. You can go to a i5. But you're a student, you don't want to pay a lot of money. Home users, work at home, this is a good machine for you. You could have gone to there's a 15FD0011TU, which will come with a Core i5 and same 8 GB of RAM and 512 memory. Again, just you're gonna go i5 as opposed to i3. So again, depends on how much you're willing to spend. This machine may just be all you need. Okay, so that's it for today. Nice machine, everyday user on a tight budget. For power users, no. For multitasker, no. If you want great value and performance, better value and performance, you would have to look upward. If you need touchscreen preference, then you look at other machines too. But all in all, this enter as a good challenger for this entry budget section in terms of price and functionality. I would recommend this machine. Okay, thank you for watching. Please remember to share, please remember to subscribe, and look out for the next video. Thank you now, and have a great day.